Welcome to day 6 with my Thermomix. Here again, we see simple and easy cooking with a delicious asparagus risotto, perfect at this time of year. I'm using carnaroli rice in place of arborio because that's all I have, and I'm also replacing the white wine in the recipe with vermouth. That's because I've drunk all the white wine in the house. You also need parmesan, olive oil, asparagus, shallot or onion. I put garlic in everything, so there's 2 cloves going in here, and stock, seasoning. Pop parmesan in the bowl, cut into chunks, and speed 10 seconds, and it'll be grated like a dream. I warn you, this bit is a bit noisy, so stand back. And here we have it, grated parmesan. Voila, fluffy and lovely. Set that aside to use later. In goes the asparagus, garlic, onions and olive oil. I've reserved the tips of the asparagus to steam on the top later. 5 seconds, speed 5, and it's chopped it all up for you. Excuse the messy handle. Ta-da! Just scrape it down and you're set to go to the saute mode. Here are my asparagus tips in the Varoma, which is Thermomix's version of the steamer. I'm going to set these aside until the last 6 minutes of the risotto cooking and steam them on top. Right, so that's been cooking for 3 minutes at 120. The smell. Look at the colour, and honestly it smells amazing. In goes the vermouth, in goes the rice, and 2 minutes at 120 degrees on the reverse blade speed 1. We leave the measuring cup off for this bit so that the alcohol from the vermouth can burn off. The reverse blade uses the blunt side of the knives so it doesn't chop everything into mush. When the time's up, scrape the bottom of the mixing bowl with a spatula to loosen any rice. Now it's time for the hot stock and your seasoning. My homemade Thermomix stock paste uses salt as a preservative, so I'm not going to add any at this stage. I'll check the seasoning later. 12 minutes at 100 degrees on reverse blade, speed 1. With 6 minutes to go, I'm going to put my asparagus tips on the top to steam. The smell coming out of here is immense. Look at that perfectly cooked risotto in 12 minutes. The rice should be al dente at this stage and it should look a bit soupy. Then you can add your asparagus tips, butter and the parmesan we reserved from earlier. Give it all a good stir with the spatula and check for seasoning. I rest mine for a couple of minutes with the lid on and then it's perfect. Ready to serve. I'm feeding my family of 4 with the asparagus risotto, and even my 10 and 11-year-old will eat it without too much complaining. The recipe states that it will serve 4, or you could do 6 as a starter, and there you go. Clean dish all round. Gone. Thank you for watching. I've been Sara Sanders, and as ever, if you want to know more, just get in touch.